A safer Shtter Street is being realized through the redistribution of space and traffic flow by installing a bike lane upgrade to reduce the street's reliance on motor vehicles. At a public drop-in event at Regent Park Community Center, residents were invited to view the proposed plans and offer feedback. Let's have a look at the presentation and hear the comments from the local residents. Like many urban areas, the City of Toronto and its many roadways have been designed and constructed primarily for the use of automobiles. However, this model is increasingly viewed as problematic, especially in the heart of the city where congestion is reached near peak capacities. With more and more people turning to cycling as a mode of transportation, the need to protect cyclists and the need to manage on-the-street parking more effectively has caused a rising demand to alter the present car-centric design for urban thoroughfares. At the drop-in event put on by the Cycling and Pedestrian Projects team and the Transportation Services for the City of Toronto, the details of the proposed changes were on display. Various diagrams, street plans, and artist rendering depicting the new and old street views were available. Additionally, members from the Cycling and Pedestrian Projects team were on hand to answer questions and receive feedback from the public.
I don't mean to be rude, but I drive around the city and I bike, and they go whatever they want with the bike lane, whichever direction they want to go in, especially on that street.
Hi, my name's Allison Stewart. I'm a Moss Park resident since 2003. I live on a street between Ontario and Berkeley, just north of Shtter. I'm a cyclist and a pedestrian, and I take the public transit and I drive. I am hopeful about this new design for Shtter. That said, we've been waiting a long time to have Shtter Street turn into a safer road. And I'm concerned that there hasn't been a real consideration for the parking. There's a lot of parking along Shtter, and a lot of it isn't paid parking. And I just wonder if the city has done some proper research about why all these people are parking and what should they be paying to park. Because over the past 20 years, the socio-demographic makeup of this community has changed. I myself am part of this gentrification, and I'm a firm believer that as someone who has the privilege of owning a car, I should pay for that, because we need to fund our streets to better reflect the people that use it. So for example, only 16%, I believe, of cars use the roads on a day-to-day in this area, but they get 76% of the road space.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Mackey. Me and my son are residents of Corktown Common, also known as the West Donlands, and my son is a full-time student here at Nelson Mandela Park Public School, which is part of Regent Park. We've been residents of Ward 13 for 3.5 years, and our transportation choice is cycling. I cycle with my son in the white trailer behind my bike, cycle him to and from Nelson Mandela Park Public School every day, and Shtter Street bike lanes have been a big problem for us these past 3.5 years. We've had many near misses. We've been threatened many times while cycling on the road for various reasons, and it all comes down to the poor infrastructure. So we're very excited to hear about the plans for Shtter Street to become a complete street and to be safer for cyclists, pedestrians, and even motorists also. That means a lot to us because we have had a lot of altercations and run-ins and close calls these past 3.5 years.
My name is Patrick Rocha. I live in Riverdale, but commute across this bit of town almost every day to go to work. I usually avoid Shtter Street because the street is in such poor condition and I cycle year-round. I also feel that the lack of a protected bike lane makes the street unsafe. So the main reason I came here is to ensure that they're doing better street design to lower car and traffic speeds, ensure they put in protected, separated bike lanes for cyclists, and make sure that the whole street is safe for drivers, cyclists, and pedestrians. As someone who owns a car and cycles year-round in Toronto, I'm happy to see that they're maintaining 95% of permit parking spaces, which I think is important for residents in this neighborhood. And I'm also impressed with the proposed bike lane design. On one side they have cement barriers with bollards on top that's also separated by a parking lane. So I think that it's a good design, and I think it'll work out for all users of the road.
Your question is, how will this end integrate with the bike paths that go down into the valley?
Right here on the sidewalks, I think they're going to redo the sidewalks as well, right?
They're doing some segments of sidewalk.
Hi, my name is Johanna. I'm a teacher in Regent Park, and I'm really excited for these bike lanes. I run a bike club at my school, and we've not been able to bike on Shtter because there's been so many potholes, and it's just been really dangerous for the students. And they're really excited for these protected bike lanes because then they can bike to the community center safely, they can bike home safely, they can bike to their school safely. So this is a really exciting development that I hope the city follows through on.
Tonight, so another staff member is there.
Either you're going up and down, you're going 0 down, and you're going to watch dishes, or work.
Fantastic.
As the presentation wound down, we had an opportunity to speak to the cycling pedestrian projects team leader Becky Katz.
Hi, I'm Becky Katz. I'm the manager of the Cycling and Pedestrian Projects team in Transportation Services. I work for the City of Toronto, and me and my team, we work on improving conditions for people walking and cycling throughout the city through design and new infrastructure. So tonight we're actually at the Regent Park Community Center talking about Shtter Street. Shtter Street has 2 lanes for traveling and parking on both sides currently with bike lanes that are between the parked cars and moving vehicles. And tonight we have proposed to the community as part of a larger public consultation to improve the conditions for all modes by installing bike lanes that are protected, by introducing new sidewalks, and a full reconstruction of the road through road resurfacing and various other improvements. We are here tonight to meet with neighbors to discuss the proposal, because when we make changes on the street, we rely on community members to provide us with insight into what they're experiencing. There's nobody who knows the street better than people who live along it. So this provides both an opportunity to understand what are concerns, what are the challenges, what are the great parts about the street, and how will this proposal that we're bringing forward, because we believe it will make it safer for people to walk and bike and drive, how will this actually engage and interact in people's lives? And so tonight we had a great turnout, and people provided us a lot of insight. We also, again, have individual stakeholder meetings, and we have online engagement. So I think, the challenge always for us is ensuring that we lead fair and comprehensive public consultation to get the feedback we need to make the best design for the community that lives along the corridor. And we really have the opportunity through road reconstruction to make the street a better place, to slow speeds of people driving, to ensure that people walking and cycling feel safe, and encourage people to travel in all different modes. And I think that we got so much great feedback about local context tonight, and we'll continue that engagement online through February 3rd. And then engagement never stops, even after a project, after we install it. This project is proposed to be installed in the summer. We'll do engagement after, and we also do evaluation after. We'll look at the speeds, we'll look at Have we increased people biking and walking on the street? And we always report back out through the counselor and through community channels. So I'm really excited about the Shtter Street project, and I was really glad to see so many other passionate people within the neighborhood come out tonight to discuss with us the details and share their feedback with us.
Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. For more information, follow us on all our social media platforms, and don't forget to visit our website as well as comment down below what you thought about this video.